Time to get ready for the Larry and Needles Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to Larry and Needles Show. I'm Larry.
I'm Needles.
And I'm Kiki.
We're releasing this late because Senior Woofers had a game in Wisconsin this weekend, and Larry had brand practice last night, so
Technical issues.
sorry to make you wait.
I got fucking hammered
God bless
last
America.
Oh yeah, I was going to ask you how that
time.
worked out. Nice.
night. Yeah, I can't really talk about it.
You probably shouldn't
I
because
shouldn't.
it's very reckless.
I can
so-
see that smile on
Because
his
I know-
face.
Yeah, I know, but no, it's not funny at all.
Here's the thing that I'm really happy about why I'm smiling is
Because you're lying.
Spalding. Yeah,
That's why.
Spalding is off
fucking
of house arrest.
Okay.
Finally.
Well, you're about to get on house arrest.
And he can drink again. He's got a fresh brew.
He's got his own 40.
Speaking about Spalding, do you think that Joe Biden can fit his foot in his mouth?
Definitely.
What the
he
fuck
would
is
love
going
to
on
eat
with this guy?
kid.
Literally, I love titties. I just don't walk around and stick them in my mouth.
I used to.
Random titties. You know what I mean? Like, you can't put a fucking baby next to this guy. He's biting it. He's nibbling on it. Who the fuck just sticks a random baby's foot in its mouth? And don't you think that they would kind of cover that baby up? Because this guy's got a bad track record.
I wouldn't let my kid near that motherfucker for
what
all
about
the
the people
tea in
that
China.
do?
They're crazy.
Is it that
You gotta
nuts,
be
dude?
crazy.
Dude, it's like one thing to be like an old man grandpa and nibble on your like grandkid or something.
If it's your own
Or at
grandkid,
the
maybe.
playground, what Larry got kicked out for doing.
Yeah.
The nibbler.
But yeah, like this
He's
is
a Batman.
picture up in
He's
the
a
post
Batman
office.
criminal.
it's at all the playgrounds.
Yeah.
But yeah, like this guy's doing this on national television.
Multiple times, multiple locations. This guy is about a pedophile
He's
in
just-
every state.
I mean, I think I saw him backstage doing
He's
this.
fucking maniacally fucking sniffing people.
Dude, who's the old neighbor and Family Guy?
Which one?
Quagmire.
No, the old guy.
Quagmire.
That's the pedo.
Oh, yeah, the pedophile.
But did you see? Just ever
Family
see
Guy. I thought it was Quagmire.
No, well, he's the
No, the
he's the
old guy.
perv.
Oh, there's another.
Oh, there's an
No,
old guy with
the
a
guy that always tries
walker.
to get Chris.
They're like,
Oh, yeah.
hey, you guys want a popsicle? I got some in the basement. But yeah, he's for Halloween. The kids,
and muscly. He's throwing the fucking newspaper.
but no, he's got a for Halloween. The kids come to his house, and he's got a pumpkin right where his balls are. He's like, go take one. Ooh, take another. Ooh.
But dude, seriously, this fucking
Yeah,
guy
this is
cannot
Biden.
keep baby parts out of his mouth, and he's biting them. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah. Oh.
Traumatizing the
seriously,
kid.
the fucking president is
Of
there's gonna
what?
be a
I don't know.
picture
Yeah,
when this kid gets
seriously.
older of his foot in this pedophile's mouth.
Yeah, right. Oh,
Like
man.
that's like
Here's
some
when you
weird-
were a baby and you met the president. It's
Yeah,
like, why did you let him
he
do this
bit
to
you.
me, Mom?
Yeah, he bit you. He put his foot in his mouth, and then he sniffed you.
Dude,
Like, this
Biden
guy-
sleeps with a poster like of the cover of that Nirvana album with the baby floating in the
Yeah,
water. That's like
exactly.
above his
I don't
bed.
even think he
Yes.
sleeps. I just think they knock his ass
Yeah,
out, dude.
seriously.
I mean, this guy is a fucking.
Let me tell you, here's my theory, and this is by my own.
My first time I got arrested.
Yeah, no, you don't want to go back that far.
Through my experience.
Yeah.
Here's what I see from Biden. I think that motherfucker's been dead since before he even became president. Because if you look at the guy, there's just the shape of his skull. It's
Okay.
obvious
I
that
know,
they
but-
got many actors playing him
Okay,
right
that's
now.
fine. But
God.
I'm gonna tell you, what do these actors have in common? They like to sniff and bite babies
Yeah.
with a foot in their mouth. So I don't care if it's a different clone or what.
Yeah, I know,
All
I
these
understand.
clones have the same premonition to put a baby's foot.
Oh, they
he
enjoy
just
doing
stuck
it.
a baby's foot in his mouth
Yeah.
on live TV at a Halloween party, and people are like, "What the fuck?"
No, it wasn't just one baby.
Well, no, but I'm just
I
saying.
mean, he
that
was
one
chewing on
baby,
an ankle. He was chewing on some toes.
I mean, is there not the problem?
And these
with-
people were just like, get in there.
and
get
then
in
he
there,
comes
get
out
in
as a
there.
panda.
I wouldn't let that
And then we-
motherfucker near Spalding.
What's that?
I wouldn't let that.
I would. I
motherfucker-
want to see what he does to a fake baby.
I think Spalding.
That'd be hilarious.
Spalding
this
probably
baby's
slapped
dead.
Yeah.
Who
Don't
do we
taste-
sell its body parts to?
Don't taste like the other black
Call it
babies I've
Planned
had in my mouth.
Parenthood.
But no, that thing coming out as a panda. I mean,
His wife, I thought, wasn't
Holy-
it Jill? Dr. Jill.
Could have
Now,
been.
You better
wait,
say
do you
her
know
right
what-
name, you son
Yeah.
of a bitch.
Do you know the significance of the panda?
The
though?
China.
Yes, panda eyes. No,
China.
panda eyes.
Right.
Or is it panda?
Needles know.
I
Right.
told
He's
you
a
to look it
pedo.
up.
Oh, that's two. Yeah, yeah.
He's a pedo.
Well, it goes
from
both ways.
extreme.
China
There's no
and
way that
Panda
that
Eye.
was Joe Biden in that panda suit.
That's what they
That
said
was
with
somebody else.
Dr. Jill,
Yeah.
you son of a bitch. You're gonna get slapped tonight if you keep on misusing her name.
But like,
with her
how
official title
fucked up.
of not being a doctor of anything.
Yeah. Oh, she's a doctor, all right.
I don't fucking.
If I was sick, I would rather have someone else do it. I bet you I saved more lives than Dr. Jill.
You probably have.
No, it depends. Children's lives or adult lives?
Adult lives.
Children's lives, no way. I mean, come on.
No.
I mean, how the fuck can you just like look at your dad, your kid? You're like, it makes the Ashley fucking what do you call it?
Diary.
The diary sound
Yeah.
a little bit more. You know, every time
Ashley
you see this guy,
Biden?
he fucking doesn't know where the fuck he's at.
Well,
But he
first-
knows. Let me tell you, he don't know where he's at. But once you put a baby in front of
knows
him,
what he
that
likes.
motherfucker comes to life.
Yeah.
It's like he knows.
He
what
don't
to
know
do.
where he's at, but
gets
he
to go
knows.
Like
hop
a
in his
fucking
step.
boil once he put that dick in his mouth.
Oh, man.
Jews, Jesus, who lets them get away?
You
with
mind
this
if I
stuff?
just chew this one off?
Yeah, giving them fucking herpes and shit, and you can look that shit up. And the Moyle's giving babies herpes. You can look that shit
On
up.
purpose?
true.
Needles?
What's that?
On purpose?
No, but they
No.
would suck the blood out of their
Oh,
wiener
they
out
suck
of
the blood off the
circumcision.
dick?
Yeah, that's
Like
what they fucking-
fruitcakes?
Who the fuck lets that? Who does that?
Look at that.
I mean, that is.
Oh, man,
fucking-
that changed
look at
our
the light
sound.
turned on.
That changed our sound.
Okay,
How the
well,
hell
then-
did
I mean, I could hear it with the headphones. I'm
Oh,
sure
okay,
they
it was
won't hear it.
humming.
in
Well, you
here.
probably heard the click.
No, I heard the click loud and clear, but when I turned the thing on,
Oh, it's got a vibration.
All right, cool. All right, let's enough.
a little
Let's-
60 cycle
Well, stop
happened.
turning it on and off, you dummy. What is wrong with you? Jesus, are you too fucking
It's like a
retarded?
baby's foot.
I swear to God.
Okay,
man.
I got a story for you guys.
Oh, boy, real
Imagine
fake.
this girl. She fucks her way to different
this a
positions.
joke?
No, this is a true story.
Okay.
I like
And
where
she,
it's starting.
and she fucks and sucks her way up
Okay.
the ladder, and
Okay.
she gets the next higher position.
You better say her name right too.
Yeah.
And she gets
I
to
know
the
where this is
very,
going.
and she gets to the very top, and finally she's at the very top, and she's running for fucking president.
Oh, God,
And
this
there's
story.
nowhere else to fuck or suck to get any. You know, everyone sees that she's a fucking idiot. Her name is Camel
What is
Toe.
this fucking
Yeah.
Aesop's Tales? What the
No,
fuck,
I'm just
dude?
saying it's really like it would be a
Wasn't it-
great movie where this somebody fucks their way to the top and they get so high up there that
They get
they're
lost.
like, yeah, and it's such an
Well,
important
it's
job that
overwhelming.
it's like
It's just-
overwhelming
it's
and
when you
freaked
don't have
and
to-
it's fucking
dude,
crazy.
Listen, man. Fucking,
That's what we got
That's her
going
story,
in real
yeah.
life.
Dude, when we hire
it's
new
really
guys-
She's like
remarkable.
baffled now.
Yeah, when we hire new guys, have a cup of coffee with them at the gang box, and by the end of that cup of coffee, I
You
know what
know.
they're capable of doing.
Yeah.
One
You
Oh,
know what
yeah.
I mean? Like, you can't fucking, you can lie all you want. But
And
I'm gonna
every
call-
time you
I-
say gang box, I can't help but think, lock the gang
Oh,
box
yeah.
for
Fair enough.
liquid
But no,
lunch.
it's so funny that we have more strict fucking ways of hiring people with the job. You know, I'm an electrician.
Than
so
the
I mean,
president.
but at the same time, I don't trust this guy with my life. Do you think I don't trust this
Yeah.
fucking broad?
Yeah.
Here's my
You
other
gotta.
thing too. We're gonna repeal the 19th Amendment. All right, but there's this new movement saying that to do that, then we don't have to tax women. So they don't
That's
have to pay
fine.
taxes
That's
anymore.
fine.
You know what?
I'm
I mean,
down
that's a
with
fair
that.
trade.
I'll turn it into a tranny. I have to have a girl now.
You're transitioning.
I don't have to pay taxes.
Hey,
I don't give a fuck.
Seriously.
But no, seriously, think about this.
Hey.
All these fucking people do
it
is they-
sounds like a great idea.
a woman.
Women shouldn't be taxed anyway.
Well, here. Okay, well, okay. That's just another side story. But all these
Said
videos
by
I see of the
me.
fucking, all I see of the fucking, well, what do you call it? These women, though, it's like, oh, she's a woman and abortion. It's like, okay, what about other shit though? Like that's all you care about? Come on.
Well-
you can't be thinking. You can't be voting with your fucking heart and your
I know, it's
emotions.
like, it's
dude.
like that's it. That's
There you go.
all.
No more taxes. No more voting. And then I'm going to make a new amendment. There's 27 constitutional amendments.
Let's make it
Number,
28.
the 28th, this is what I'm petitioning for, is women cannot run for office of any political stature. And they can't be cops.
I mean, isn't that
Yeah.
common sense?
Well, you'd
chick
think
that-
at that point in time.
The cop that pulled me over and gave me my one speeding ticket that I've had in the last 20
You're lucky
motherfucking
she
maybe.
didn't shoot you. You know what I mean?
Because I would have
He's
shot
trying
you.
to run. He's just getting up.
Kicks him in the back.
Yeah.
No, she insulted me. First off, she accused me of my scooter being stolen, and then,
Did she really?
Yeah,
You
and
look
then she
Venezuelan.
said, "This thing's seen better days, huh?" And I'm just like,
And you're
"No,
like, so is your
fucking
pussy.
Yeah, right.
Both of them then rode hard and put away wet.
bitch." Yeah.
Good thing I'm smelling from here. You better
Not enough mace to cover that.
turn the AC up in your vehicle, sweetie.
Actually, no AC and no heat in the winter. Smells like a fish den.
Yeah, it's not a fish fry in that car.
Thought it was a tilapia farm.
So
Is
listen
that what
to
you're
this.
looking for,
You're
Needles?
gonna love this, Larry.
Yes, hear it. Let's
I
hear it.
talked to Kiki about this, so he knows. So jaywalking is now legal in New York City. Can you guess why?
Because of the bums walking wild.
No.
Tell me.
Okay, so they gave 800 tickets in 2024 already, and
Oh, man.
77% of them are black and Hispanic people.
So it's racist.
Yes.
It's racist.
So now the people that are committing the most crimes, it's racist to say that
Call
they're
'em
committing
out
the
on
most
it,
crimes.
yeah.
So now they're just quashing all these tickets. All right. So now people could just fucking. I mean, oh man.
And,
Well, but, you know,
anyway, and the
everybody-
thing is, the
It's so funny.
city's hurting on money. Like tickets
Yeah.
are a big, revenue
knows if
stream
they
for
pay
them.
Here's the
them to
thing,
show
though,
up.
man.
Yeah,
Everyone
they're
knows that blacks are fucking, 12% of the people, and they cause at least fucking 50 to 70% of
I
the
actually have the
fucking
numbers. We
violent
can go through that
crimes.
in a little while.
Well, I'm just
There's-
guessing.
yeah.
I'm just guessing. I'm pretty damn
No,
close.
the FBI statistics will validate that.
Well, yeah. Well, now that they also altered those.
You know,
to fucking
anytime
make
you hear
everybody
about
look good.
a gang of kids beating the fuck down out of somebody to death and shit, it's never a bunch of white kids. Occasionally it is. Those fucking kids in Colorado. There's a couple of fucking gangs of assholes, but those kids were like rich kids, and they're almost doing it to be.
Just have fun.
Yeah, it was
They just
so
wanna see what it's
fucked up
like,
that they
yeah.
fucking picked out a kid in a crowd and start beating him down at like a
Oh,
movie
you know what?
theater and
It's
shit like
fucking-
that. That's fucked
That's
up.
fucked up.
There's still goofy fucking kids like that, goth kids, punk rock
Well, there's
kids
pieces
that have
of shit
some
in every race.
problems
Well,
or
that's the
whatever.
thing.
Yeah.
It's fucking. But the problem is
But
that
for the most majority of it, man.
look at prisons. How many people are in the prison system?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it all boils down to economic disparity.
And
also.
pretty soon it's going to be,
What's that?
well, everybody's going to be let out because it's racist to be in prison. 'cause
Well,
it's
everything is
fucking,
racist, but you can only cry wolf so many times. That's the
Yeah.
problem. Once you wear it
I mean,
out.
I don't know
because-
how it is in other prisons around the world.
Oh wait, I have
the
here's the second
country,
part.
but I know how it is in the places around.
Yeah.
Like jails, county jails here around here, this area.
But it's all the same.
You know, because there's certain counties where it's not so bad to get locked up in as it is in
Well, but
other
it's not
counties.
about that.
We
It's
know
about
that.
it's about statistics and numbers. It shows no matter
Yes.
what the overall national. So then also the back end of that story is 158 Democrats voted against a bill to deport illegal immigrants who commit sex crimes.
Man.
Because that's racist too.
How did?
But
I
so
mean,
it's okay to have sex crimes.
So you can have a sex crime, and most of these people get put on house arrest, and they just disappear.
Sure.
And they don't, or they don't come to court. Failure to appears. They even said in Illinois that since they started using cash bail, crime has gone up 40%.
Yeah.
And failure to appears is like 600%.
dude, if I was a criminal,
Like,
I'd be
no,
doing this.
but
I'd
it's
be like,
fucking nuts,
Santa.
man.
Yeah, Christmas is
Speaking
coming
of
early,
numbers,
man.
right. It's Christmas time. Speaking of numbers going up, everyone's all up in arms about the abortion thing. Roe versus Wade. Blah 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 blah. Do you
None
know
of my
that
business.
abortions have doubled since they fucking changed that law back
Well, that's I don't
Really?
I
and
don't
left
bel-
it to the states? That the numbers, at least
I don't believe in that.
from
but
what
at
I
the
heard,
same
it,
time-
here's the
has
only
they
thing-
doubled.
Well, here's the thing too. When that happened, Supreme Court changed it. There's only 13 states in the country that don't allow abortion, and I guarantee there's probably some
Well, the funny thing they make it is
backdoor
like,
abortion.
you got to
places,
go
too.
through. You got to cross state lines to get an abortion. It's like, bitch, how about you close your legs first?
Well-
Like, that's the easiest
What
way
are
to
you?
do it.
Listen,
How many different
Unless
forms of
rape, incest, and-
I remember in
contraception
the
do they
old
have,
days, man,
you know,
like some
before?
older people I knew, man, they might have had to go do some crazy shit somewhere that's not in a legitimate fucking facility. Not that those facilities are all
What
that
that
legitimate
entails.
anyway. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, this is kind of perfect advertisement for.
Tom's.
I don't know. And, man, I don't,
If you don't want a rusty hanger, we got sterile stuff.
Oh man, Tom's isn't
you're
down
here.
with
I got a great
abortions.
flag fact.
That actually,
Tom is a
yeah.
Christian.
He is.
Flag
he is.
facts for fags. That's gonna be this segment. So, you ever heard of the Bellamy salute?
No.
Okay, so
Is
the
it
Bellamy,
Bill Bellamy, the rapper?
That's just a black guy. Yo, everything
Yeah.
rap. And the Bellamy salute, identical to the Roman and German salute, was used in America
it? Like,
to salute the American flag for decades.
Oh yeah.
I just asked you if you knew about it, and you
No,
said
but
no.
I've seen people doing that.
Okay, so whatever.
I didn't know the name of it.
From 1892 to 1942. In 1942, Congress amended the flag code and replaced it with hand over heart, so Americans wouldn't look like Nazis.
I was just gonna say
That
'cause
is
I remember when I was in
amazing.
grade school,
That's
like
a
this.
cool-
So
see,
it
now
used to
that's a
be
good
because
fact.
because you know what?
There you go.
Hey, I got a Rage Against the Machine, an EP album from back in the day, and it shows the kids all standing
so
in the
it's-
classroom,
Yeah, so
saluting the
we were-
flag.
yeah, so
I mean,
this isn't that
honestly
bad,
though,
so.
if you think about it, that's a
But
way
did
to
they
salute
do
the
that
flag.
to you guys when you were kids?
Make
I
a
had to
salute the
do-
flag or hand over heart?
Yeah,
Hand over heart.
Nazis, the
No,
Bellamy
not
salute
the-
or the,
No, not the Bellamy brothers.
the Bill Bellamy salute.
Dude, I'll tell you what, Bill Bellamy. Did you ever see that movie like How to Be a Player or something?
Oh man, I don't think so. I
Dude,
might have, yeah.
It's actually he's pretty smooth.
Yeah,
I like it.
That shit's very funny. No, that's pretty cool though. Fucking, what do you call it? 'Cause I was,
They'd say,
just looking
place
for
your
fucking-
right hand over your heart. And I'd be like,
Yeah.
right hand. And they'd be like, the hand you're right with, dummy. Oh.
All right, so I'm gonna read some shit. So it's the first of the month. The first of the
first of the
month. It's the
month.
first
Wake
of
up,
the
wake up,
month.
wake
So I'm gonna
up,
read
wake up.
my stoner thoughts from
Today's actually
from-
the second.
Well, whatever. I'm just saying.
It was
I know,
supposed to be
Larry,
the
you gotta
first.
be. Oh, serious, Larry. Get the fuck out of here.
Suck it.
All right, go back to Boys
In
Town
your
and ride your
face,
bike
Needles.
backwards.
Okay.
All right, nay gigger.
I know what that means. Do you want me to? What are we guessing?
Yeah, I don't know if we have to guess that. Nay Gigger. That sounds. Anything with Igger.
I want to
yeah, sounds
do
good.
a Tropic Thunder episode. I'm gonna do it in blackface. You can be Simple Jack, and Larry can be the Jew Larry Grossman that Tom Cruise plays.
Yeah, dude.
And we'll have the fans vote for what scenes we have to read.
I probably have the closest Lex Grossman hands, but yeah.
Obviously, the never go full retard one.
Yeah. Never go full
Okay.
retard. Dude,
So that's
such an underrated movie. Like
The best is I don't even know
He's
what you're
got an
talking
Academy
about.
Award for that, and an Oscar. I
across
mean,
the board.
Come on, when movies were fun. Oh yeah. Christmas is coming, and we're having our annual Draw Muhammad for Christmas.
Who can draw the best?
For our
And I mean, like, I'm talking like cool shit, like make Muhammad surf, over the blood of infidels.
Yeah, and the winner
With all his child brides.
will get one of the
A free T-shirt.
no,
We have all our own
well,
merch.
fresh,
Yeah, but
fresh
they'll
t-shirt.
also have their
No,
picture
game
printed
one.
on our Christmas card.
But they're also
Yeah.
get a fresh pair of panties. One of our listeners sends it.
But what do you call it? And we have merch also, so we'll give you merch. It is very lowbrow, shall I say?
It's good though.
Yeah.
If that's and it'll
Yeah.
be a mystery one too, and I probably won't.
We're looking for surprises too.
Well,
Let
we
me
do
tell
have.
you, if you
we
feel
do
about
have our,
Israel about how I do.
Oh wait, though we do have our prescription pad, our standard prescription
We have
pad
stickers
logo,
and stuff, yeah, too. So
Yeah,
merch,
Write your
and-
prescription.
exactly,
try to turn that in.
and
Oxys a lot.
Who the fuck is Larry and Needles?
Put our phone number on there.
Put the scribbled doctor. Yeah.
A cartoon called Shekel Squirrel.
Sheckelstein squirrel.
Hey, but this is a rough draft.
No, I'm just fucking.
Or he just run, he's like running through the tunnels of Gaza.
He's got two curls.
Ashkenazi.
He's got a big gut.
Nigolo Gigolo to midget Gigolo.
I could definitely see that.
We talked about this one. Oh, yeah. Ben Shapiro's sister, Abigail, should feed all the babies in Palestine for punishment.
With those cans.
Those jubes.
That's a great word. The jubes.
It is pretty good.
If black people flew the Millennium Falcon, do you think there would be a smoke alarm beeping the whole time?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, that made me like that. Because technically it's
Definitely.
our house.
Dude, that's like one of the best stereotypes ever.
Well,
And they're like screaming. And the picture I sent you with the lady where the neighbors were complaining it's been beeping for 3 months.
Yeah, dude. Oh, man.
dude, I couldn't figure out what was going on, how to stop mine from beeping. And I ripped that motherfucker down, and it was hardwired into the house. And I'm like,
Wonder why it was beeping.
yeah. And I'm like, man,
Oh, the battery probably still was dead.
Yeah,
it was
the
dead.
backup battery.
So I don't have a
ripped it
smoke
out of
alarm
the
now.
ceiling.
I did.
That's not a way to do it, but okay.
I couldn't figure it out. You
Turn
know, I
it,
took
usually.
the battery all the way out, and it still beeps. And I'm like, how could it beep?
Well, because you disconnected it, so it's sending the signal back. So it's blackface group instead of black.
You know why it started?
Blue Man group.
You know why it started
Oh.
beeping, though, right?
No.
Spalding moved in.
Oh.
Did you hear that? Blackface group instead of Blue Man group.
They're playing buckets.
Chicken
They
bucket.
do play buckets.
That's why they're playing buckets. Well, Blue Man Group. Well, does Blue Man Group play buckets?
No.
Yeah, I
play a
think
bunch
they
of
do.
weird Shit. Who fucking
Yeah.
knows?
I saw this motherfucker on North Avenue playing a bucket the other day.
Well, that's
It was
blackface.
really good.
Yeah,
Fucking
those
group.
guys, you got to watch out for that shit, man. And then one more thing, porta hotties, which is like construction workers, like sexy construction workers in front of porta johns.
Taking a shit.
The door open.
Yeah.
I think you'd already
like
have.
that.
I thought you'd already have a camera installed.
What's that, in a porta johns?
Sure.
Yeah.
Man, that's the last place you
You'd
want
have to
one.
scroll through too much bullshit.
Dude,
If
there's
you want to
20
start,
guys on
if you
set.
want
Yeah,
to start,
it's not worth it.
if you want to start a porta hotties thing, it's going to take some work. It's not going to come easy.
Yeah.
I'm not making scat films.
Well, no,
I'm
you
not
have
into
a
that stuff.
female one. You have one for only females.
There
Well,
you
yeah, I
go.
would hope Larry meant that because it's all dudes where I work.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing.
And these
You'd
dudes
have to
aren't
be only-
lookers.
No.
You'd have to have a women's bathroom, of course.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Larry. That's probably a good
Obviously.
start. I mean,
Yeah. It's not a bad
real
idea.
brain ideas over there. Check out the big brain on Larry. All right,
Can I
I mean, you
say?
might as well just go set up a toilet cam. All right, at a women's
Basically, it
place.
would be in the stall. So yeah.
Yes, Larry, it would be in the stall.
be a
That's right,
toilet
not in the
cam.
urinal. That'd probably be a good idea.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
come
I
on.
mean, dude, like I think they have like Russian fucking toilet cam porn.
I don't get into
can
that
watch
stuff.
that
I'm
man.
sure they do.
I'm sure. Oh, I
There was that
guarantee
guy that got busted. I thought it was it O'Hare where he was putting like saran wrap in the toilets, and the ladies were pissing, and then when he would leave, he'd go take the
Yeah.
saran wrap out of it.
I think we covered
jeez.
this before, but we could always
That's
go
rough.
over it again.
I just kind of gave the whole gist of it away. I mean, there's really not too much more to that story.
I think that was covered.
I mean, you got the beginning,
The guy was a
apex,
fucking
and then he
pervert.
got caught.
Yeah,
Basically.
and like the saran wrap, it was covered.
I really, the ambition and the moxie of some of these perverts is astounding.
Yeah, right.
Like, they will go to any lengths. I mean, the guy that's taking upskirt
Well,
pictures of a lady at the mall, like,
Right?
whew, you got to be a horn dog to do that, man.
And usually
but-
those are like in Asia. It's weird you see in these
Well,
Asian.
yeah,
other
but I mean,
guys
I think
that
it happens everywhere.
Those are
Some
some of
guys
the-
are just so horned up when they see a skirt.
say- Yeah, they don't care who's
Jesus,
around.
man, calm down.
Do I saw? Yeah,
And it's all because of the Jews and porno. What kind of fucking rabbi owns Pornhub? I mean, there ain't no. I mean, granted, the priest had a rough time with the kids, but
yeah.
you know,
Well, it's like Mel Gibson says,
oh boy, he said a lot of
What
things.
does he say?
and honestly, I'm on Team Gibson.
Mm-hmm.
No, he talks about. He's like, I don't know. He's like, what's real? They say there's a duplicate church, and the one we're seeing with Fauci's best friends with the Pope and all this shit.
Yeah.
He's like, you got to judge these people by the fruits of their labor.
Right.
And their fruits aren't too good.
No.
So it's like, how do we know?
Judge a tree by its fruits, right?
Yeah.
Or judge a fruit by its tree. or
That's
whatever.
it.
Yeah, judge a tree by
Yeah,
its
so it's like, how do we know these people are all?
In
Scandalous
Boys Town,
motherfucker.
I think they judge a fruit by his tree.
fruit by his root.
By his
Fruit by his root.
Yeah,
Something like that.
it's scary shit.
It's fucking scary though. Everything is scary. That's a
Dude, yeah,
problem.
any church that allows pedos to just relocate.
Right. It ain't a church.
Or,
it ain't for
or
God.
how about fucking
No.
countries that fucking harbor
It's
pedophiles
satanic.
and won't extradite
It
them?
is. I mean, most of the local churches, they have the right idea. They're not associated. I mean,
you know.
they're paying their dues. But
Well, you
when
gotta
find
hope
out-
some of them aren't. You gotta have faith
Yeah,
too, man. You can't
that's the
just be
thing.
a super fucking cynical until they prove you wrong.
That's the thing.
But then when they prove you wrong, you're like, I should have seen that.
You gotta
earlier.
fucking
Yeah.
well,
So it's
no,
kinda
you
like
gotta
a-
be able to have discernment too. You gotta hope that God gives you discernment.
Well,
one
that's-
of
You gotta
the
hope
things.
that-
thing, that's
you
the
just gotta
thing.
hope that the parish doesn't fucking put a pedophile in there. And
That's
move
it
him
too.
around.
That's it.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you want to rely on God, these guys are fucking just pushing them around like
Well, that's
fucking
it. It's like, hey-
yesterday's tomatoes.
It's like, hey, Mr. Priest.
Reverend Touchy.
Yeah. Can I see your papers?
Yeah.
You know?
Let me see the papers.
Yeah.
The papers.
Well, first of all, anything where you gotta call the guy father, he's not your father.
That's kinda weird, too.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, right.
You're a fucking faggot. Get the fuck away from my kids. Nobody, there's one father. That's God. That's it.
Yeah.
And so by doing that, it just makes the whole thing. You should know right away
all
that
sexual.
that is not fucking
Communion,
good. None of that shit
Yeah,
is
right.
good.
Getting on your knees and praying, that's sexual.
Hey, so were you guys, are there Korean pastors?
I got an Indian guy as our pastor, Pastor
dude.
Sam. He's an Indian from India.
Oh, Jesus.
Ah,
man. What kind of
dude.
fucking amalgamation of the church are you going to? I mean,
Oh.
they don't have a pride flag up, do they?
No.
Oh, any place
Here,
that
okay,
does.
listen. That's
Oh,
why.
wait
That's
a second.
okay.
We
This
just kissed in the
church,
rectory.
this church was part of some Korean church in the city.
North Korean,
Some
right?
Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Kim Jong-un pictures, everything.
Exactly.
Supreme leader.
So, anyways,
the Lord.
they started putting up a fucking gay flag, and the people
Who did?
in the
church
church that
did?
these
Oh,
people belong
man.
to. So you know what they did? They're like,
Burned it
"Fuck
down.
you guys," and they split off. They're like, "No, we
Like
don't
the
go
Branch
for that."
Davidians.
All right, good.
That's the
Yeah.
church I belong to.
Yeah.
The Branch
They
Davidians.
broke off from the fucking ones that were flying
You
the
guys
gay
white
flag.
swap?
Nah, I don't know. I haven't.
Yeah.
I've only been there for like since like April, but
But no, but that's good.
I don't think
Hey,
so.
any church
I don't think
that
there's any
breaks
wife
off
swapping.
because of that. I'm,
Yeah,
I have,
yeah.
I'm
Well,
part
I
of-
mean, listen.
So that's one good thing.
Oh, you
at
know what?
least,
So-
I mean,
When I went up with this to Wisconsin today, fucking Trump signs with American flags.
oh yeah.
And then when I
Yeah.
was down by Rollers, it was Harris signs and
Yeah.
gay flags and pride flags
Yeah.
and all this. Well, some of those the fucking pedo sign on them. Or the
Yeah.
pedo
oh man,
color. It's
Yeah.
like,
holy
dude,
fuck!
what is
Yeah,
wrong
that,
with
the
you? Don't
color,
even know.
the color that if you put four of them together makes the swastika.
Sure, sure.
Now we're
That's
talking.
that's
Yeah.
the new gay flag with the triangle on it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what we should do. We should do swastika.
I
trans
sent you
flags.
that picture before a long
Yeah,
time
that's what we
ago.
should
Yeah,
make. New
that's-
merch.
Yeah.
We got a swastika pride flag. I don't know what
It said
cancels one out though.
the meme said the ultimate pride flag, and it showed four of them together.
Yeah, they cut
was
them
a
into quarter.
swastika.
Yeah, it was great.
Oh, so did you? Did you see that thing I sent you about that pastor? He did the Sean Ryan show
Oh yeah, I
where
watched a
he's
little
the
bit
exorcist. He was trained. He's from Tennessee.
I heard of him, but I don't.
But it was interesting the way he was talking about all the exorcisms he's done already.
he almost
I don't
seems
know,
like
man.
he did so many that there's not enough days in his life.
well,
It just-
he
I don't
says
know.
Right, like 3,000 or
When-
some 30,000.
I think he's just
I
molesting
don't know what he
chicks.
said, but he's saying that there was more and more happening all the time.
Is that mental illness though?
Well, he says some are mental illness.
Yeah,
Dude, he's
'cause
like,
he
there's a
said-
form people got to fill out, like
Is
because
that a waiver?
no, well, he's like, there's so many now. There's a
have to be
form they
real.
have to fill out so we can actually go
Verify.
through and verify that it's actually like a demon, like it's
You
actually
come off your
possession
meds
and
and
weird,
shit,
yeah,
just
weird
kicking
shit.
dope.
But he's like, but they got.
Right.
He's like, I was trained for 2 weeks, like
Well-
12 hours a day, and it's like hardcore stuff. They have prayers, and he's like, these demons. He's like, sometimes they can be possessed by like 20
Does he get
different
paid to do
demons.
this?
Well, he's a priest. That's what I mean. That's what he gets paid to do.
Man, I don't know.
So keep going, Kiki.
Well, the cool thing is, I mean, well, not cool, but it's interesting how he talks about how, like, they have all these demons that possess these. You know, they're told not to ask demons' name. They don't want them to ask, but as long as they say the Lord's name, like these demons, like vamoose, they go.
Yeah.
So you gotta
Unless
start saying. The
unless
Lord's
it's like
name
a
to people.
crazy old demon from the Old Testament, they're tougher to get rid of. Like, who's the one that the Jews were sacrificing all their babies to? Like, it's the demon of
fucking,
abortion, the goat
It's
head. with
probably the
horn.
one
Baphomet.
that. Yeah, that's the guy that they still fucking love.
Yeah, they say
The
that.
tranny god,
But they
man.
say that
The tranny
one's,
Satan.
that's a powerful demon.
The
Like,
Luciferian
that's a
cabal.
lot more difficult to deal with. And they say, like, Ouija boards, any of these.
Bad,
letting that bad shit in.
Yeah,
bad.
like, you're opening the doors. Ouija
Yeah.
boards, psychics, any of these people that talk to dead people. It's like,
Bad.
it's like they're not talking to your dead ones. They're talking to demons that were around when you were talking with your grandparents or whoever that know that one thing that nobody else knows.
Right.
Like these are demons that are hanging out.
right.
Well, they got nothing else
I
better to
believe
do all
that.
day, you know
I
what
believe
mean?
that, Keith.
Well, you know what? There's okay.
It does make sense.
It makes
you know?
sense. It definitely
Fuck
does.
yeah, dude.
But at the same time, there's so like, listen, man, who the fuck
These
even
fuckers
knows
are
anymore?
crafty.
Like, I didn't see any videos. That's what I tried to look for.
Yeah.
And there were no videos of this guy doing that because I
No,
want to see.
there's.
I don't want to see
I don't know if
that
they
shit.
record that shit though. You know, I don't know.
I mean, they would for proof.
But he said like in Italy, there's like street vendors, like you go like street exorcism, like you go to because
Never
there's so many of them out
trust
there.
a WAP. The fucking meatball monkeys. I don't
That
know
is
about
so
that.
ridiculous.
But like this is like fucked up shit. But he said this is like the most evil fucking generation we've ever had, or like
Oh, yeah.
Because guess who it's pushed on us by? The fucking Jews. Every single thing that's
yeah.
going on right now.
And-
You know? What do you call it? It's like the Kansas City shuffle right now. Like, hey, look over here. We're just going to send in trannies and porn and fucking illegals. And what do you call it? Because here, actually, this is something else, too, that I wanted to get into. So this fucking place, all right, I'm going to read you their mission statement. This is what the first thing that comes up on their fucking website is: we must combat xenophobia. Here's how we can.
Oh,
okay.
jeez. That's
Lock
the mission
needle-
statement.
Lock
This
needles
is their
in
mission
it.
statement. So basically, this is a leading Jewish organization called HIAS. Okay, it's like the Hebrew Immigration Society. I fucking forgot offhand. I'm sorry, but basically, what these people do is they're funding all of these people to come into the United States. They give them. They're like an NGO. that's
Funding
being-
all these illegals.
Yeah, they've
Oh, man.
it's fucking crazy that fuck, I had it right here, and it shows like where they work. Like it's fucking basically
That's disturbing.
it's where they stand for a world in which refugees find welcome, safety, and opportunity. Fuck, I had this all written up, but I forgot it.
The problem is these people aren't refugees.
No, not at all. They're illegals. They're coming into this country illegally.
Well, here's the thing. Nothing
not
means
fucking-
what it used to mean. They tainted the
Well-
swastika. It used to mean good luck. Now it means a bad
Well,
thing.
India, it's still
They
needs
took
good
the
luck.
rainbow, which was a promise from God that He's never going to
Right.
float us out again,
Give
and
it
they
to the
made that
faggots.
into a gay thing.
You can always find
They-
a leprechaun in gold. And
They
shit.
took the word.
Well, I
they
mean,
took the
never
word.
trust the Irish
Hey,
either.
they took the, right, exactly. They took the word "gay," which used to mean happy,
Yeah.
and made it into slang for homosexual. But now, when you look at a gay guy today, usually these motherfuckers are miserable.
Well, because I mean, look what I mean. I'd be
A
miserable
lot of times,
too.
not all of them, but you
And then
know.
here's the farce of the best thing. Drawing on our Jewish values and history, they
twisting
stand for a world in which refugees
everything.
find welcome, safety, and opportunity. You have to look in for a little bit.
Except
And-
in Israel.
Yeah, except in Israel. They don't open their fucking
Yeah.
borders to anybody. If you look down the Egypt side, how bad the fucking wall is there.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
fucking
dude.
crazy, just like the Palestinians.
They still have like spikes on or heads on spikes.
Yeah, they
over
don't
there.
fucking. They play by a fucking different set of rules, which is completely crazy. Like we were talking about the fucking guy, the dude that admits to running people over with the bulldozer.
Oh
This guy.
no, like he
That
didn't
was
even
fucked up.
count
That
how
was
many-
fucked
yeah.
up.
He admitted
To
first
CNN,
of all,
right? To a CNN reporter. or
Yeah,
something?
on CNN, this guy's like, "Oh yeah, I was running over Palestinian people," which is a fucking war crime. First of all, like at the Geneva Convention, it's like these fucking people are fighting over a plot of land that they technically started in 1917, and fucking Theodore Herzl actually with Zionism. And
The
then
only
with
thing
Lord
he knows
Roths-
about a
Lord
convention
Rothschild,
is don't tell his wife.
and then the Balfour
Yeah,
Doctrine. What's that?
That's it.
The only thing he knows about a convention is please don't tell his wife what he did when he was there.
Who?
The guy who ran over everyone with the
Oh
bulldozer.
no, those guys are gay as fuck.
Geneva well,
They're,
whatever.
they're fucking
It's-
raping people too. Another on tape, another war crime, dude.
And they
have
think
fucking-
think nothing is wrong
Dude,
with
Israel,
it. They think
the
it's
fucking
acceptable.
Jews they have dirt on everybody. They're just getting away with shit
Yeah.
right now. Nobody's even fucking saying anything. They're just bombing people.
And, like, even,
it's
like-
going out of style.
Even when America's like, you got to stop doing this, they're like, no.
No, it's not fucking.
We do what we
But
want.
here's more money.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, here's the infiltration of our fucking government through APAC. We've already talked about this. FEMA, the Federal
Yeah.
Reserve, Supreme Court is 38% Jewish. Fucking Janet Yellen, Mayorkas, all these people, and then that broad Maria Shekelstein down in Mexico.
Mexico,
yeah.
Like now they're running. They got the south border. They got fucking North America.
Dude,
it's fucking. nuts,
Mayorkas
dude.
is just, he's got such a punchable face.
Oh, dude, that video that I sent you.
Well, Kennedy. Well,
Dude.
Kennedy was
Well,
terrible. And Cruz was
That
falling
is
apart.
fucking crazy.
Needles back in the original book we read, that's 10 fucking years old or more, that's called Enemies Domestic and Foreign and
9/11,
Domestic.
yeah. What's the name of the guy who
Written
wrote
by
it?
Edward Henry.
Yeah, Edward Henry, great book.
And it said how the Mossad has its tentacles in every single
Aspect of the U.S. government.
of almost everything, though.
there was
of
just
all branches, not only the government, but of Hollywood,
the banking
of
system,
fucking,
Hollywood,
right,
fucking
everything,
the satanic cabal
everything.
runs deep. And we also know that 109 countries these people have been kicked out of. Once they kicked out in Spain, they had a great gold revolution.
But doesn't that raise like a red flag? How come nobody's asking, like, well, how come nobody likes you?
If I get kicked out of a bar 109 times, I blame the bar. You know what I mean?
No, seriously, how come
That
nobody's
means-
asking this
Exactly.
question?
That's how it's like, oh, this bar stinks. They
How
keep
come
kicking me out.
nobody likes you where you go?
Well,
Like,
obviously, it's apparent.
It's a
It's
a
not,
head
you know, it's
scratcher.
like somebody didn't wake up one day and like, oh, I hate the Jews, I'm going to exterminate them.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, exactly. It's
So-
like, what led to this?
At the same time, they're just going to keep on doing what they want because no matter who wins or loses, the Jews still win in this competition of the presidency in the United States. If you look at this thing called Project Esther, I didn't know if you looked into that.
I didn't.
Okay, so Project Esther basically is this bill that they're trying to pass against anti-Semitism.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to start with the people protesting the Palestinians. And then they're going to work their way down, basically, to free speech. And
So I was just gonna say, so no more free speech.
yeah, so
basically.
then it's just going to trickle down into people talking bad about Israel when you're not being anti-Semitic. You're telling the truth. That's the problem. People don't like to hear, 6 million Jews died. Okay, well, the proof and the facts and people on video have said, well, maybe that didn't happen.
Numbers skewed,
When they
yeah.
looked into these so-called gas chambers, I'm getting all riled up. They scraped the walls to see what was on there, and there was no Zyklone B. There was chemical agents that they were used to
I don't know
cleaning
what
the place.
Zyklone B is.
That's
That
the
was-
gas that they said that they used on them.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And
shit.
if you even go to Wikipedia,
Yeah, Zyklon B.
Zyklon B. If you go to Wikipedia, which I don't trust at all,
Mm-hmm.
it even says that 1.1 million died. But if you're a Holocaust denier, because it's just like the blacks with slavery. This is what they hold on to. This is what
Right.
they hold above our heads.
Right.
Like, if you don't believe this happened, then you are an anti-Semite, and now we're going to get the
racist, all that
ADL
shit.
after you,
Yeah.
and we're going to, and then
Here's the same thing that happened to Irish, though, when they came here.
Well, the
same
Irish
thing
were,
happened
well,
to
yeah,
Italians.
they were.
Same
I mean,
thing
I
happened to
wasn't gonna say-
Polacks.
they were
Same
the
thing happened
N-words
to
of
everybody.
the
Yeah.
United- Everybody's been enslaved.
And
at one
honestly,
point in
that's
time.
why, like, our grandparents, they were told, like, they told the children, like my parents, like, no, you're not going to speak Italian, you're not going to speak Polish.
Right,
Yeah, you
right.
have
We're
to use your
American now.
tradition.
We speak English.
And it's just for
Exactly.
safety too. At that point, in
Yeah,
time.
no,
Like, there
that's
was-
you got to
there was-
fit. You got to blend in.
You couldn't be a foreign, even though
Yeah,
you
it's
stuck out
crazy.
like a sore thumb, and people knew. But and then if you could look back, oh shit, I wish I remembered the guy's name that came up with the term, the Jew that came up with melting pot. And
that's a good one.
feminism,
Yeah, it
and
is.
all this
You know, here,
crazy shit.
where does these fucking curly cues come from?
I don't know.
Like,
It's a part of the religion to not cut
well,
that.
Yeah,
part of
but
your
I
hair.
want to know more about that.
Yeah,
though.
but
I
what the
never
fuck,
looked
they
into
got
that.
curls, like-
Ashkenazis?
Yeah, but it's like,
No, that's Hasidic.
Oh, the Hasidics. Yeah,
Hasidics
that's it. Yeah,
that do that.
but it's like, I mean, why do you want to stand out like that? Just
because
fucking,
that's
it's
what they
weird.
want to do.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. Is like
Man,
we're
when you
here-
go to certain parts of New York, they're fucking thick.
Dude, they have the
yeah.
Jew
They're
ire
everywhere.
that they run all
Well, yeah,
over the
but
place,
that's-
and
but-
then you could tell where
But I'm
else-
just talking about
they
those guys
refuse
with the
vaccines.
curls. They got
Yeah,
they got a
Hasidics, man,
place
the
called the
neighborhoods.
Diamond District, or they did at least, and fucking.
Well, that's what started. The
My dad
fucking-
brought me there
hosing
when I was a
people on
kid.
jewelry.
And they're there, yeah, and they're walking around with those black coats on and that fucking long little hats
forgot.
that Needles likes.
that big fur one. That thing's dope. I like that.
No, the little hats they
Oh,
had.
yeah.
tiny hats, big problems.
Yeah.
Whatever. The problem is like I said, there's Omo drain the swamp. You're gonna find a menorah. That's all you're gonna find at the bottom of that
Well,
swamp.
you're gonna find a few menorahs.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, just one big one.
Yeah.
And the problem
right.
is that nobody seems to care. It's the Jewish influence is, like Larry said, the tentacles reach far. We just talked about Maloney.
Deeper than
in
you could
Italy.
imagine.
Getting caught, the Mossad was spying on the prime minister of Italy. I think
Yeah.
that's what's called the prime minister.
I
And
wouldn't doubt.
4 Mossad agents were arrested.
Wow.
They
Yeah,
actually
they should.
arrested these people.
Wow.
Which is unheard of.
Well, they may get arrested, but they may be released.
Well, yeah,
We'll
How
see
did they
what
figure
happens.
out they were agents?
What's that?
How did they?
Well, they were tapping their phones. They were
Okay.
stealing information
And they
from
traced
personal-
it back to these guys.
Yeah, because obviously they have to
Dude,
do.
they're in everything.
Their due
Yeah, they
diligence.
really.
Everything.
And the thing
man.
is, we fund them to fight against us. They are not our ally.
And they
They're
don't
the
share.
Furthest from an
They,
ally.
yeah, dude, they do not share.
We hand them money with one hand. They slap our hand away with the other.
and give us a cut back.
They
a
grab
little
it.
bit
They grab
back.
the money first.
Here's a
though,
couple
and then
shekels.
slap our
Yeah,
hand
here's
away.
a couple shekels.
Yeah.
You know, the fucking. Why do we need you? What good do you do for us?
Well, that's
Nothing.
the,
All
that's
you
the
do is
question.
drag
Yeah.
us into
What,
wars.
yeah. What do you do for us?
Okay, we understand we let you into this country, and because we under the assumption that you were oppressed
Yeah. Well, and think about
know,
it. Eric, honestly,
under false pretense.
would we have issues with the Muslims? I mean, there's a lot of extremist Muslims that don't like any other religion or whatever, but they would be They would be in the desert and they would be in Africa, but they'd have no chance of getting America. They'd have no beef with us because they couldn't have a beef with us. But now that we've
Well, the only
just backed Israel for how
Right.
many decades,
Exactly.
now they can't stand us and they hate us. They
That's why they have
despise
a
us.
beef with. That's why everybody has a beef with us. It's because
Exactly.
we meddle in everything.
No, it's because we used to have a big stick that we would wield with
Well,
sanctions.
when
and
we
then-
would go on tour,
Yeah.
no matter what country, people were shocked that I would be cool or like that I wasn't
well,
a big
that's just
fat
a
guy or
misnomer. That's a
whatever.
misnomer given by
But
other
I'm telling
countries.
you, what people would tell me
Yeah,
to
well,
my
that's the media.
face,
That's
it's
the media.
like,
though.
wow,
That
you're
doesn't-
from America because
Yeah, but that's just
they
like
hate us everywhere, man.
Just
They
like,
expect
yeah.
us to be assholes. They
Yeah.
it's
really
all
do.
propaganda used against us because of a couple bad
The
apples.
propaganda
and they get a bad
is
taste in
set
their
to the
mouth.
point where they expect me to be like, "Fuck you guys,"
Or just be
something.
rude.
I don't
Yes,
know
and
what.
be rude.
Yeah.
And just
Yeah.
be
Well,
a
think about it. 50% of this country are idiots.
50,
Yeah.
99%.
Well,
I hope not
I mean,
that
come
much,
on,
Needles.
man.
I don't agree with everything.
Nine-
And that's one of the things. I hope that it's not 99%.
Well,
No,
first
I
of
mean
all,
it's a high percentage of just
yeah, there's
ignorant, dumb
350
people.
million, well, more than that, 400 something million with all the illegals that they've let in.
Dude, I'll
So-
tell you what though, man. Even like in my gym, there's a lot of foreigners talking to a lot of these
Okay,
guys.
25% of the country.
Yeah, well,
I'll give you that.
Well,
How's
but these,
that?
these foreigners, I talking to a lot of them in the sauna, just
Uh-huh.
shoot the shit. We're all on the same page,
I
man.
bet you are.
And then what?
This is a big
All of a
70,
sudden, there's a
human
hand on your
centipede.
leg. There's a hand on your leg, and you're all on the same
leg.
page.
So we talk.
That's-
Yeah.
yeah.
exactly.
That's amateur stuff. They're in
Yeah.
the sauna.
Yeah.
I
grown
guess
men.
so. I'm not used
Would you
to
like
that.
to head to the steam room?
What time are we at?
I think we got time.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah. Another 10 minutes
Okay,
or
just
so.
want to make
Yeah,
sure
we're
for
at
Kiki's got to
41
go pick up
minutes.
Chinese food for his mom.
Yeah.
I thought
Fat
he had,
girl needs Chinese food.
I thought he was going to a whorehouse at first when I heard the word Chinese.
Yeah.
No, it would be Asian.
I'm like, damn.
and it wouldn't even
Get it
But
right.
It was funny
Get
though,
it.
'cause he's
It's
like
just
ready to.
Asian.
He's like, I gotta be there before they close. And I'm thinking, wait a minute.
No, it's been a while.
Oh, this is funny. Remember we talked about that chick that used that suicide pod?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first lady, remember the suicide pods in Switzerland? Where you go there to
Oh,
die?
yeah.
Listen to fucking this, dude. This is crazy. So she uses a suicide pod. So what they do is they put her in there, and then they open and close it and make sure the seal works, you know? And then it injects nitrogen gas, and it chokes you to death, basically. All right? This motherfucking thing malfunctioned. Okay? And she was strangled to death by somebody that was there at the crew.
He's like, fuck it. Oh my God.
4 people have been arrested.
Wow.
The head of the company has. So the first woman to use suicide pod had to be strangled to death due to malfunction.
Dude, imagine the guy working there. He's like, I
this
feel
is-
good, a
dude,
malfunction.
This happened. This happened fucking yesterday.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
man.
That is fucking.
Isn't that-
Lord have
dude.
mercy on their fucking souls.
And I looked at
Holy-
another
holy
site, so I
shit.
think this is real. But this Philip Nietzsche, but that doesn't. That sounds
Wait,
made up.
it's kind of funny how it malfunctioned on the first try, the first go around.
Absolutely.
The pod never been used before. It allows in person inside the fucking device to push a button and injects nitrogen gas. And then they fall asleep by suffocation.
Dude, you know the
Oh,
weird thing
the-
is?
Oh,
Most of,
okay. So this was 5 weeks after the incident. So 5 weeks ago.
yeah.
So he was the only person present when the woman died, describing her death as peaceful, fast, and dignified. So
That's
shout out
what
to
he was
fucking-
thinking.
Shout out to Willet.
Oh,
With that
man.
lie. Dude, so they said fucking, then the prosecutor says, the Swiss prosecutor, he thinks the death might have gone differently.
Well, wait.
Raising suspicions that she might have been strangled in an intentional homicide. Maybe
Did
you're going to
she-
die peacefully and you
Was
just
she
get
knocked
choked
out
out.
at
right?
the time
Oh,
he
man.
strangled her? Was she
What's that?
already a little bit unconscious?
Probably.
Or was
That's
it
how
a
you
brutal...
like them, right? A little bit unconscious. That's your memoirs.
I love
That's a
it.
good, that's a good one.
Dude, that's crazy.
Hey,
Did you know-
no, that I'm gonna write that
yeah,
one down.
that's a good album name.
Yeah, and definitely it's a good
That
something.
is cool, dude.
No, but you know, was she
What's great,
was
even-
she a little bit unconscious when they started choking her, or was she, choked out from the start and on
Yeah.
force? Or did she say, okay, fuck it, the thing malfunctioned, maybe it's a sign from God? No, bitch, we're gonna kill you. You know.
You already paid.
Exactly.
Think about it. Do you fucking go there to go die and then just get choked out by some
That's
fucking
terrible.
Swiss dude in the fucking woods?
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird. I mean, I don't fucking...
This fucking.
Well, how the hell does
thing
this guy
sucks.
just decide, I'm going to choke her?
Well, you
Yeah.
gotta make it... But think about it. When you go to the corner, she's going to have ligature marks, or you know what I mean? She's going to have marks on her neck.
She have two big
Yeah, she died in the
thumbprints.
pod. Yeah. Look, she's been wearing a choker and collar. Jesus, man.
That's fucked up.
It's
weird. Nitrogen, huh? 'Cause
Yeah.
isn't, they say we breathe oxygen, but isn't most of the air nitrogen, like 70% nitrogen? 30%
Gee, I
oxygen
don't
or
know the
something?
percentages, but
I thought it was like
I
70
know we
nitrogen,
do. We
30
are
oxygen
breathing
or
in
something.
nitrogen, though. You're right. Well, maybe they put in something else.
I mean, well, 100%. So it's just
I wonder if
nitrogen.
they mix it in. I mean, they got to
Yeah.
mix something in. There's another
That's
former
wild.
the former Democrat mayor, former I put in quotations.
So you just drift off to sleep,
I don't know,
ideally
I don't know,
in this
man.
pod.
No, she got choked to death, bitch.
Not this pod. Not on male
this
function
dingy
day.
broad fucking got fucking choked to death.
So this is probably going to deter people from wanting to.
Oh, you think, Larry?
This
I mean,
guy-
you could pay me $5,000, I'll do it.
Dude, this guy probably made up real quick. He made up a coupon. If the machine doesn't work, we will strangle you. Yeah, strangle you.
They had
coupon.
397 applicants.
Holy
That's
shit.
fucking
Really?
disturbing.
That many people
Yeah,
wanted
that
this
many
killed?
people want assistance.
Dude, it's like-
He
That's
didn't bring back
sad.
Kevorkian with his van.
Yeah, right.
of tricks. And then, so this former Democrat mayor, Joel Bierman,
Sounds
Hat
fake
Club,
as shit.
Yeah.
got of Maryland charged with 28 counts of possession and distribution of child porn. What is
Well-
wrong with these people?
Well, here's the deal. I don't know if I believe.
Don't you defend child porn.
I'm not defending it, but I don't just trust it anymore. Because all of a sudden, that's all they got to do to download to your computer is child porn, and then all of
Well,
a sudden you're.
He's guilty.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not one of the, I mean...
I'm not saying
no,
for
I
this
was gonna-
guy,
yeah,
but
okay.
it's just you got to be careful
Let me
with
see
that
your
shit.
NAMBLA card. How
Yeah,
many punch holes
I'm gonna get
are
rid of
on
my.
it?
Yeah.
You get a free sub if you know what I mean. Soon.
Oh,
Your
jeez.
10th punch. Is that for ages too? Your first punch, all that. Or you work your way down. I don't know how that stuff works. All I know is it's fucking disgusting and
Yeah.
sickening. And that guy should have been dragged out in the streets, shown 5 people the evidence, and then shot right in the back of the head. And then
No,
thrown
he should have
onto a
been
fucking
dragged
truck.
naked by his feet
I
on
don't
the
know why
front
it's always
side.
gotta be naked with
No,
you.
well, pedo, they got to be
No,
naked.
he needs to be killed. And
Yeah, and the other thing is if they could
Drag him
find
first.
if they could find any of the victims' relatives to distribute the fucking
Beatings.
yeah,
The death
that would
blows.
be the best.
Well, yeah, an eye for an eye.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
brother.
mean, that works out.
Old Testament, that
For
shit.
pedo shit, yeah. I mean, that's deserving of eye for an eye.
No,
That's
I don't
like
know
the
what-
only
That shit's
thing
not
that Jesus.
acceptable.
That's
It
the
is
only
just-
thing that Jesus doesn't go for.
It's-
Like he doesn't want to.
it's fucking rampant. It is rampant. Like there
Hey.
is so much disgusting shit going on with poor children. They
Yeah.
need, those motherfuckers. They need to send a message, shoot you right in the fucking head, and then you keep on doing it to 100 fucking pedals, and
Yeah.
maybe somebody will be like, you know what?
It's a bad idea.
Thailand
Yeah.
sounds better than
It's
here.
like killing an older person. Whatever, I get it.
Yeah.
I don't know what that
kids,
means.
yeah.
You know,
What does that mean?
I can live with that.
A
you
pedo
know,
or just an
kids-
old person?
You see an old lady
Yeah,
and
yeah, it's like-
you need some money to keep
know.
partying, and she's got her purse.
No, not even. He's just talking about killing
No,
her
I
for sport.
know.
Like, but even that, it's like, all right, the person's lived a longer life. I'm not like that's not as concerning as like killing a child. That just
Oh
gets
yeah,
me, you know?
or doing just horrible stuff to it.
Yeah, or
Killing
like
it is
even like
fucking one
abusing
thing.
animals. That's another thing. you know?
Absolutely.
I can't deal with
Hitler
that
liked
shit, man.
animals.
Yeah.
He wasn't a bad guy.
He wasn't hitting his dog.
Yeah.
No.
I'll tell you what, though. Anytime there's an animal abuser, they turn out to be serial killers. And I'll never forget.
Well, not all of them, but
George, our guest that was on here, I won't name names of his girlfriend at the
I
time.
just did.
I
But,
know,
okay.
wait a minute.
All right.
No, I'm
so
not
I'll
gonna
give you
name.
half the
I'm not gonna
names.
name
This
the
guy
per-
George, I'm not gonna name
I'm
him.
not gonna. No, everyone knows George from a
Yeah.
couple episodes ago, but I'm not gonna. That was our most viewed one on YouTube before they started fucking shadow banning us. It's called Sexy Girls or something like that.
All right.
And so there's this little boy that's the son of this chick that he's going out with. It's not his kid
Hop
or
along,
nothing.
Cassidy. Come on, let's go.
Yeah,
Andale,
and the
vato.
kid is hurting animals
Jesus.
and shit.
Oh,
Okay,
that's not good.
And I told George, this kid's gonna grow up and be a serial fucking killer.
He just ate a lot
It's
of
a
life.
possibility. Yeah.
Lucky Charms.
I wonder though, that kid,
I
like
knew
right
kids that
about
did
now,
weird
he's at the
shit like
serial
that, but-
killing age at this point. That was how long ago it was.
Dude, that's
Okay,
fucked
and?
up.
Yeah, I wonder what's going on. I should tell-
Jesus, Larry.
we got to get George on here, have him investigate, and then we'll get him
I don't
on.
think George is doing too much investigating right now.
He might want to investigate
About
something
into
like
some
that.
kid if he's a serial killer. That's not something you really don't want to go
So you a
investigate.
step kid?
No, but it's not hard, You see.
Hey, are you a serial killer? What's he gonna? He's
No,
gotta
you
watch
see
him.
the mom and you say,
Well, you start
hey,
going
Hey,
through
are
kids'
you- is your son a
drawers, see if he's got any
serial killer?
trophies,
yeah, exactly.
weird trophies around.
Yeah.
Ear
You
necklace.
look in his drawers and see if there's
Just a
any
bunch of
fingers
nips.
or ears or anything.
They like to cut the nips off.
He's
for
got
some
nipples
reason.
on a
Yeah.
chain.
Uses them as like what are those things? Conclatas or whatever.
They're called.
Conclatas,
He's got like
Chanclatas or
he makes
something?
his own.
Yeah,
Or makes doorbells out of nipples.
Oh, he makes whatever.
Yeah,
He
he's
puts
got
them
a whole
like
bunch.
eyes of pictures.
Yeah, he's got a collage.
You
going.
really like nips. Where are you getting them from? None of your business. I don't know. They take weird trophies though, which is very
They
funny.
do.
But
Oh man,
what do you call it? The fucking
that's funny shit.
I think you could figure it out.
if the kid's a serial killer.
See if he's some kind of.
Well, wait a
weird-
minute.
Why don't you try
if
to
he's
figure it out,
old
Larry?
enough to be a serial killer, is he still living at home?
No, he don't live. He lives somewhere else.
No, you got to do a little research.
Oh,
So Larry
yeah.
doesn't even know where this guy's at.
No, I don't even know the
Probably a
kid's
good
name.
idea, right? Let's just say it on the over the air.
See if his house stinks a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, go smell the vents when he turns them on,
Yeah.
like Gacy.
Yeah, oh man.
There's a lot. Why does this house always smell like bleach? Oh, man.
Dude, I'll tell you what though, those Gacy clown pictures,
Oh, they're
Pogo?
nice.
they get me
Yeah,
every
Pogo's
time still,
crazy,
man.
dude. And it was like,
You want to buy one,
you know what
don't
it,
you?
you know what it fucking stands for? Polish on the go.
Oh jeez.
Because it was always
Pogo.
on the go. Pogo. It was fucking.
Poking little kids on the go.
Yeah.
No, that's-
Polak
yeah,
on the
that's
go.
Dude, he was a
That's
man
not
of
the
town.
acronym,
He knew,
Larry.
he knew the governor, I think, mayors.
Dude, he met fucking Carter's wife.
Yeah, he was a he
Rosalind
was a
Carter.
smart
Fucking,
little
he
motherfucker.
sniffed meth with her.
He what? No, he was.
fucking smoked crack with her.
He was
probably-
old though.
he
He was
probably did
old
some
school,
weird
man.
shit,
He was
but-
a drinker.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
they usually
Fucking-
are. Like,
Yeah, right.
They're
Yeah,
usually fucking.
him and
drink
Rosalind
users.
drank down a fucking bottle of J&B.
I mean,
And then he
just-
put
why are
some
you
ha-
saying just the
Wait.
weirdest
Then he
stuff?
Who was the
busted out
bitch?
the
Who was the
handcuffs.
bitch that had the fucking? Oh, Betty Ford.
Yeah, Betty Ford.
Oh.
Man, him and Betty Ford sat there and drank down. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. You don't know at all what you're talking about. You're just making the weirdest shit up right now. After we just told you, I think it was Carter's wife.
Was it Carter?
Yeah, we just said that.
I said Rosalind.
No,
Wasn't
you-
Rosalind fucking hitting the bottle too?
How do
That
I
bitch
know? I
looked-
wasn't there.
That bitch looked like a fucking like a.
They all look like
bagger.
a man. They're all men, I think.
Yeah.
I think
I
Kamala
think
Harris
so.
is a man.
I think so.
I really do.
She didn't look bad when she was younger.
No,
those old
wait,
pictures.
listen. Every time I see a chick that I want to fuck now, I ask my wife, "Do you think that's a man?"
Just go flick him in the Adam's apple.
That's what I do. And sometimes I'm like, "That's a man."
Okay.
That's
And then you
scary.
start making out.
Crazy. Because Mr. X opened my eyes. Because before that,
Yeah, shout out to Mr. X. He thinks
I gotta
everyone's a
say,
tranny,
I
which
just fucking
there's a lot
took
of them
what
out
they-
there, man.
Well, if
you
you're
look
in
at Barbara
Asia-
Bush.
Oh,
come
man,
on,
that's a man.
That's a man, baby.
That's a man, man.
And if it's not, it's one ugly bitch.
Yeah, and then I mean,
No, that's a man.
okay.
Janet Reno.
Oh man,
That's a man.
I think Nancy Pelosi is Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Wouldn't that be great?
She's got some great cans.
She
They
did.
went to
I
the
don't
same
know.
She
doctor.
did.
She did. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. She's a fucking.
All right. You know what? You should write her a letter.
Tell her
She's
that.
still, yeah.
Tell her
Oh.
sorry that your husband likes to
Nancy, I
have
love
gay
you.
hammer sex.
Speaking of that, did
Yeah.
you see that?
The guy got life
Got
sentence.
life in prison without parole. It's like you'd think he would have murdered the guy
Yeah.
with
There's
an
a
axe.
reason.
Bullshit.
Well, he just hit him in a hammer in his underwear.
Yeah, I want. Did he?
The best-
Yeah,
The
and they gave
insider-
him kidnapping. It's one of the charges.
Well, insider
How do you
trading's
get kidnapped
okay.
at your own house?
How, yeah, and let the guy in, and you're
kidnapped
both
the
in your
sausage.
underwear.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He kidnapped my sausage.
Dude, who
Yeah,
likes
like,
it?
what
That's
the
a
fuck?
weird. Oh man,
Yeah,
these
then
fucking
you-
people are so weird.
And
man.
kidnappers wouldn't just answer the door
Yeah, with the
No.
hammer in the hand.
in their undies.
He's lucky he
Absolutely
didn't get
not.
shot. I'm surprised he didn't
Yeah,
get
right?
shot. But
And
that's
here's-
just funny.
Well,
as
the
shit.
call, the call to the
They
cops
had
was,
whitey tighties.
my
too,
lover's
right?
a little off kilter today.
Yeah, my lover.
He's gonna answer the door with a hammer in his undies. Don't shoot him.
And here's the other weird part, though. We
That's
all
another
know
kink.
that anybody with
Yeah.
half of a fucking wrist can fucking smash someone's head so hard with a hammer that it would be lights out forever. How hard did the guy actually? I think this is a frame up, man.
Yeah,
did he
right.
really even get hit in the head with a hammer?
Dude,
I think they were just
Think
using,
about
like,
what would
Even
happen
a
if you
limp
hit
wrist
someone.
hit with a
You'd
hammer.
fucking
blood
knock the guy
everywhere.
retarded.
There'd be
Yeah,
blood. I think they were
it
just
didn't
using, like-
happen.
I think they were using it as a sex toy.
It didn't happen
Was it-
right. That hammer was up his
Yeah,
ass.
that's what it
Yeah.
was.
Was it a play hammer? Like, yeah, what the fuck?
The squeaky one. He got it in
Exactly.
his ass.
Because there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way.
cheeks.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
that?
so it
Even a
squeak every
light tap,
time.
like Kiki just said, a
It does
light
take-
tap with a hammer would fucking knock you for a
man.
loop.
It'd be bloody as fuck.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even for
It didn't happen.
A regular hit with the hammer?
Well, he's
your
a Fanuc,
skull-
though,
Your
so-
skull
You're
would be-
done.
He's a
it
limp
would be
wrist Fanuc.
exploded. Yeah.
So right there, you know,
Yeah, but even
he's got a
s-
little sugar in the tank.
Yeah. Maybe they both had a hammer.
Or maybe the hammer was in the guy's ass, and then he tried to hit him in the head with
Yeah,
it.
with
could
the
be.
hammer in his ass. I like hammer play.
ass. Yeah.
Hammer play sounds fun.
That's where he got that nickname.
Yeah.
I was wondering.
But life in prison, man, they're letting illegals go
That's
that are
brutal.
raping and killing children.
Yeah,
man.
right?
What the fuck, dude?
That's where his
Oh.
nickname Hammer Ass gets a whole new meaning.
Yeah. Oh,
He's gonna hammer that ass.
Well, he was some kind of Fanuc though, anyway, right?
Well, I would think so,
Yeah.
Larry. I mean, you just don't. He said his lover was
It seems like
You don't answer the door.
I
man.
mean, I don't know what kind
it
of
seems like he
undies.
had the guy's phone number in advance, though. You never hear about them saying, we confiscated Paul Pelosi's phone and went through there, and lo and behold, there's 138,000 texts between him and...
Oh yeah, no.
Should I
mean,
bring
come
the
on.
hammer?
Yeah.
Exactly.
He didn't call him when he broke into the house. He
That's
called
the-
him after like a half an hour after he
Right.
was in there.
Here's the other... I think
You know,
actually...
I mean, it didn't happen instantaneously.
Exactly. I think the move is actually
Hammer
called
play.
the greasy hammer.
Yeah. Greasy hammer got out of control.
Exactly.
Nah, I think those two Fanucs were all fucked up,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
something ensued.
Anal
He was probably a
nitrate started
prostitute,
going,
two
yeah.
poppers. Oh man,
Yeah, something was going awry.
A little too much meth.
Yeah.
something was going to guy.
Nancy was out of town and shit, you know. Nancy was out
She
of
was
town.
drinking her adrenochrome, fucking scaring children.
Uh-huh.
with her old
Well, they
fake
probably were
tail
having the
titties.
same issue we were having. Camera wasn't working. People
Yeah.
were getting frustrated.
It's funny
I
how
pull out the hammer, put it in my ass.
here's the other thing though. Here's the other great thing though is they have a security duty on detail at their fucking house, man. You know.
Well, she wasn't
Well,
home though.
Yeah,
So I don't know
and
if
he calls
good
up
old Paul
security.
Pelosi, yeah.
Please turn the cameras off.
Hey, can you go give me some baby oil and some
Yeah.
rubbers
Yeah.
and another hammer?
Yeah.
We broke the handle off this one.
Yeah, this one's giving us splinters.
Should have stabbed him in the heart
Two
for the
hammered
vampire.
with a
he is.
metal handle.
Seriously. Oh,
That shit's
the
funny.
claw's not sharp enough on this
Oh,
hammer.
man.
Oh man.
That is some
fuck it.
fucked up shit. When
Well,
you're
it's fucked up that it's right in front of our faces, and this guy gets a life sentence. Like,
It's terrible.
What did he really do?
answer the fucking ad on
I mean, if I
Craigslist
was
for
Trump,
gay
I'd
sex. I
pardon
don't know.
him. He'd be the first guy I'd pardon if I was Trump.
Me too.
You hammer ass.
And I
That's your name.
Before any
That's
business.
for your name now on, though. You have to change your name to Hammer Ass.
I can see Trump. First, I'm going to pardon. Oh, good old hammer ass.
also
Just to
I'm-
piss off Nancy.
you should buy him a tent for Nancy's yard.
Oh, they're gonna put. No, we need a
You
fucking
start camping out.
Hammer
noose
ass could live
and
there.
fucking the hangman quarters right in front of our house. Put it right on a flatbed and just drive from politician's house to politician's house,
Pull him out.
one at a time.
Seriously.
You know, fucking a.
Oh,
put it
yeah,
That
down
would
behind
would
us.
that would be a utopia, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Kiki's gotta go though.
For them, what time we looking at, kids? Oh, yeah, shit.
Oh man, this is gonna be a very precise fucking Larry and Needles episode.
Except for the beginning snafu.
Yeah, that's all right.
What
though, we
happened
got
in
it
the
together.
beginning?
Well,
we
it's
couldn't
not
get the
recorded,
fucking work.
yeah.
All right, we
Oh,
gotta
yeah,
go. You
yeah,
guys are gonna
yeah.
ramble on like
People
fucking
didn't
cunts.
see that though because that was before we figured out.
Yeah, of course.
We had to download some new shit. Let me get my
So fresh and so clean.
right. Let me get my official exit theme ready here. I want to thank Tom's Free Clinic Automotive and Veterinarian Services. They could take care of whatever you got going on.
If you got a splinter
I
in
was
your
just
eye.
about to say that.
Yeah, seriously.
If you got a splinter up your ass, don't be aghast. Just call Tom's Free Clinic. I was going to say something else, though, but
All right.
Well, hey, double it up. Give Tom an extra shout out.
something's on your balls. Don't be appalled. Call Tom's
Well, you
Free
can say
Clinic.
it's probably Tim Walls.
That's a goal. That's the money
That's
one right
it.
there.
Peace. Like, follow, subscribe on Rumble. Thank you, everybody, for listening.
Yeah, everybody, join
Yeah.
Rumble.
Yeah, by the
Rumble.
way, we're probably getting.
And if you want merch, man, fucking send us a P.O. box to our fucking email address at LarryandNeedleShow@yahoo.com. We'll send you free merch, man. We got
also,
some really
I think-
scandalous shit, man. Let me tell ya. You will be surprised.
Just surprise
Lots of
box.
swastikas and lots of stars.
No.
David.
we didn't say that.
I just
we?
did.
Oh.
I think he did. Yeah. Oh shit.
I think
All right,
we're getting
peace.
shadow banned on YouTube
Well, we'll
also.
see if it goes.
Well,
to
we're
our
done with
Rumble.
YouTube. Yeah.
All right, peace. Thanks for
Are
listening.
you
Thank
ready
you for
to
tuning in.
rumble?
That was a good.
Later.
Yeah, that was a good episode.
Everybody all shut off.
That was good.